Go raw and do raw, I say. I'm on my Seta. Ashitu Ashitesh, one vibrations, every baka. May your mind, buckas, and souls be old. May your amets be sound. May your buckas be 11 off ground. When we keep to the breath, the orth, the moth, or the say on the soul of Ra guides and keeps you old. I on my I say Ra, the ma ed L-I-E say L say I. Christ Ori Chaplain Tata Amen say Ota Ra, the sound Messiah. My truth awareness, true talk can be a part of the greatest transfer of Ma Elf. That's intelligence, aminology, to Ungodu. This is all sound logic, and with all that being offered to you, being a fool is absolutely your choice. To Ray is Ray 1958. It's not 944. Go to Google and go to Apple, please, and download this app. It's only $17, and it's going to help me raise the money to make this the timekeeping piece of timekeeping. Okay? What you're looking at is a website that we're trying to upgrade. I want you to focus right here. Okay, I want you to realize that this is what you're used to. This is what drives your reality. The second. The second. The second. Do you hear what I just said? I said the second, not the first. Okay, so first is origin. Okay, that's the first. When you cut that in half, you get this. You get 1 and then you get 2. Okay? But these things are both not whole. And this always remains whole. You're only severed in your mind. Okay? Because you're not operating by that. You're not tethered to that. Okay? Nothing could ever happen to the old itself. This is a pool of energy. But what's holding the energy can have a hole in its bucket. If there's a hole in its bucket, then it can't hold the ether. It relies on dear Liza. Okay? Okay, that's the flat Z. So, what's second to source is God. This is the word. Source is sound. So your timeline is based on the word. It's based on the second. It's not based on the sound. And see, they even have you waiting for the second coming. Okay? Which is Ra, but it's not the second. The second isn't coming. Okay? You understand this? Ra is here. Ra is what came. Back. Came back around. It turned back around. They want you to believe that this is all going to bring bad shit so they can do the bad shit, and then you could accept that it's happening. Because God, which is not Ra, but acts in place of Ra, who is second to Ra, who is parallel to Ra. But their parallel is that. Because in order, they can't stand up, so they got to bring Ra down. This is why we got to go on the Kagodora. Because the Kagodora runs on sound. Okay, and sound is thought. Thought is your Ba. That comes from Ma. That creates the Or. This is Mothor. Mothorian Kagodora. Okay, so if thought and sound are origin, and the origin of this timeline is sound, that's why we have Ata. Because this is what gives breath to your thought. Okay, and then after you think, you immediately, in order to recognize that thought, you have to say it to yourself. So now we have I say. Okay? And this is what you're used to, is the second. Okay? But it's really the say. We're talking sequence. So it's the sequence, not the second. This is a sequential timeline, not a second timeline. It's not a second clock, because a clock locks your ka. It keeps your ka severed and low. So you go by the second. After you have 90 of these tas, okay, which is 1/9 of this, 90 1/9 make 1. 90 seconds makes 1 a go. After you say, you immediately want to go do what you say. So after you get the go, you do. After you do, you are exposed to the ray, not the disconnected from ray. Okay, and so 45 these, 4 and 5 equals 9, you get a turn. Every 45 days becomes a turn. 4 and 5 is 9. 8 turns gives you 1 ring. We are in ring 6. We've had 5 full 360 rays, and we are now commencing 158 of our rays of ring 6. Okay, so we're almost halfway there. At 180, we're going to be halfway. So that's less than 30 days. Okay, 22 days from now, we're going to be at 180. Okay, which would be 1970. That's exactly my birthday. The year of my birthday, we would have been half the year. Okay? So you guys got to see what we're trying to do here. Okay, we have the portal. Okay, about mission, vision, how it works, research and development, shipping, privacy policy, product recall, returns, terms of use, product submission, licensing, and usage permission. Because I own this shit. Okay, nobody, no Draco, nobody, everybody's gonna have to pay for this shit. You see how anybody can just freely use the calendar? It's not only sound beings are gonna have access to this shit. Okay, I know Draco's using it to counter Raw. So be it. Okay, but you guys got to see the involvement and the importance to invest in what I am doing, because this is us who wants to be sound. We got everything on lock. Every fucking thing the Draco thinks he has, we have in sound. Okay, we are the origin of this shit. No Israel, nobody can claim raw authority but me and the people that are with me. Because I'm showing you this is true sovereignty. I don't need anybody's permission. I'm already thinking, acting, walking, breathing like an innovator, like the originator that I am. This is true, what you want to call sovereignty. How in the fuck are you going to go to somebody, you need permission, and you think you're sovereign or whatever? You need to register this, register that, all kinds of bullshit. That just means you have permission. You think Draco gave me permission to do this shit? Ra did. Okay, Ra gave it to me. Okay, and I'm trying to give it to you. All right? So please try to see what we're trying to do. We're giving you different language. We're giving you different sound. Instead of the media, we have ma, eda. Because that's what it is. Okay, how do we add breath? So we have the media, store finder, flyer, community blog, careers, data library, API docs, contact, use, find, store, Fox, career opportunities. We have the Kagodora tribe. We got the home, the planner. Okay, we got big plans for this. Product gallery, calendars, wall art, apparel, community blog. We got widgets. The shoe board is supposed to be the dashboard. It's still not going to where it needs to go. It's supposed to go to show you all the API keys that you can see down here, the Schumann resonance and all this types of stuff that we got going on. Okay, click the Kagodora tribe. We got different Kagodories. Kagodories. We have the different categories of the Kagodora. That's probably correct in Tango to Kagodories. But you know what? I'm going to go with that. Okay? Explore the Kagodories. All right? We're working really fucking hard, people. Okay? Nobody's fucking scrubbing and scratching and clawing, going against all odds, including you, than what I'm doing. Okay? And I have a little bit of help, and I'm grateful for that. But I need a lot more. Okay? And just like the video I put out today, maybe you guys didn't see it, but yeah, what this gentleman said is facts. How many people are watching me right now and don't have the fucking guts, don't have whatever it takes to say, you know what, you inspired me, man. Because of you, I'm fucking doing this right now with my life. And you could see your changes. And you can't look to me and give me props, but you want to give your God or whatever else, say that's where you got it from. Okay, this has got to stop. You guys are not going to be able to fool. We go by sense. I tell you, you guys, the lake of fire is still in play. This is a lava lake. Everybody's going there. Okay, who's not sound. I don't care how much of a garden you got, how much you think you are good with nature. I don't care. If you don't have it to come and deal directly with me in this time where we are in this war, okay, you're going to be crying and bawling and wondering why, oh, I'm such a good person. Why me? I do this. I never hurt a fly. Look, I keep all the stray dogs and stray cats. And, oh, I got all sorts of, that doesn't matter. Okay, that's all acting shit. Okay, that's all controlled opposition. God has its devils and God has its angels. It's controlled opposition. You're to look like you're sane. You are to look like you're moral. You're just to act. But you can't be until you could acknowledge sound. So for all you people, white, black, Chinese, it don't matter. Okay, now's the time to reach out to the source, reach out to the origin. Okay, and allow things to happen from the top instead of you fucking catfish wanting to rule the fucking the waters. Okay, like it's not happening that way. Everything needs to be in the order and it's going to stay in that order. Okay, and everything comes by way of sound. Okay, and by interacting with me specifically, the individual, the person, the soul. I shouldn't be calling myself a person. Okay, the Rasan. Okay, you're doing a big fucking shit. All right, and I could do a zillion more things for you than you could ever do for me. The only thing you can do for me is support me building so that your transition becomes much easier. Okay? I'm trying to build things that you can look at and engage